So I'm currently on my lunch right now. It's actually Wednesday. Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday today. It's actually my third week working at the new company I'm working at. My new job is. It's crazy to think that I've been here for going on to my fourth week. Next Monday will be my fourth week. But anyways, I've been getting to work pretty early. I start at 8 a.m. now. My first 2 days, I started at 9 a.m. So I get stuck in traffic if I start at 9, where at 8 a.m. There's really little to no traffic. So I take the freeway to work and back home. There's a little bit of traffic going home, so it takes me about half an hour to 30 to 40 minutes to get home. Getting to work is about 15-20 minutes. With little to no traffic. But anyways, I'm gonna start trying making more videos. About the symptoms. Any anxiety related videos. But today I want to talk about symptoms such as anything to do with your head, headaches, head pressure, tension, anywhere to do with your head and things of that nature. So me personally, I didn't experience the headaches and anything with the head, pressure, anything like that. When I first had anxiety, most of my symptoms were the dizziness, and the lightheadedness, and then the headaches and the stomach sensations came a couple months after. But anyways, as far as the headaches goes, everyone that has anxiety have different type of headaches. It could be, for me personally, I get them on the back of my head. It feels that tight pressure on the back of your neck, where your head and your neck's connected to. It feels like someone's taking the hand, squeezing it. If you watch basketball or football, it feels like someone is taking the hand, grabbing the back of your head, and they're trying to dribble your head, or they're squeezing it like they're playing football and trying to grip the back of your head and getting ready to toss your head. That's what it feels like. The other thing I get is that this pressure on top of the head. Sometimes it feels like somebody is stabbing me, pounding on my head like this, like they're using a sharp object, not sharp enough to stab you, but it's trying to poke you. Let's just imagine someone taking like a pen, like this part of the pen, and they're just poking you with it, not trying to stab you, but just letting you feel the point of the pen, and just pounding you on the top. That's where I get it. If you see the cap of my hat, that's where I get it from. The other thing I get is sometimes on this side of the head, I feel like this tight pressure, like someone's just squeezing it with the two fingers, like what I'm doing now, but just trying to squeeze their fingers into my head. And the other thing I get is sometimes on this side of my head, mostly I feel like this lump inside the back of my head and connected to my bones, my neck and my back. In the back of my neck and my head, it feels like there's a lump on both sides. Sometimes I feel it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get this vibration in my head, all throughout the part of my head. And there's times that I feel like my head is too small. It's too small for my hat, and so if I wear my hat, sometimes I feel like my hat would just fall straight down. And there's times that I feel like my head is too big for my hat. So when I'm trying to put my hat on, it feels like my hat won't go on. And there's times that I feel like I'm wearing my hat when I'm not. That tight band around your head, a sensation that I just mentioned. There's times that I do feel like I can feel my head, my brain pumping blood. Sometimes I feel like there's liquid inside, dripping down my side of my head, around my ears, and just dripping down. And there's times that I feel like my head's just going to explode. There's times that I feel like there's in the vibration, but then there's times that I feel like there's an earthquake. Two different kind of shaking feelings. Sometimes it feels like it's just going vibrating up and down. Sometimes it feels like it's vibrating left and right. And there's times that I feel like my head is too heavy for my for my neck, and it feels like, you know, someone is just like squeezing my head down, like, you know, when you see a turtle sticking their head back in the shell. That's why it feels like. But it feels like someone's trying to squeeze my head down into my neck. And there's times that I don't, it feels like I don't have a head. It feels like I'm walking around headless. There has been times where I feel like my head is going to fall off my neck, which is the strangest feeling. It feels like that heavy head sensation, but this time, not only does it feel heavy, it just feels like my head is just going to fall off, like it's going to break off. My spine just fall right off. And then there's times that my head feels half of my head of my face feels numb, the other half feels heavy, and sometimes I get this pin and needle feeling, like, you know, quick poke feeling. And I also get cluster headaches around the eyes, the side of the head, the top of the head, the back of the head. Sometimes I just feel pressure on one side, on this part, and nothing on the other side. Sometimes I feel pressure on this side, and then this side I feel the pounding. So it's two different sensations. Sometimes, you know, it goes from one side to the other. Sometimes I feel like my head is not there, like I mentioned, and then sometimes it feels like my head, it just feels overwhelmed and it's just gonna blow up. You know, there's times that I even feel like there's something going in my head, like all this pressure, all this feeling, all this sensation going around in my head, and I feel like I'm just gonna go crazy. You know, when you have anxiety, that's what it feels like. And there's sometimes my head will feel like it's tilting left or right, and I know I'm looking straight, but I have this feeling that my neck is not aligned with the rest of my body. And the worst for me is, you know, when you feel them all, and then sometimes I feel numb on one side of my face and the opposite side of my head. So I can feel numb here and feel numb here, and right here and right here, the opposite two sides, it can be vibrating. You know, when you have a symptom of like numbness on your face, you think automatically you're gonna think you have a stroke. You know, when you have anxiety, you know, when your heart is racing, you have chest pain, you automatically think it's heart attack. But yeah, with anxiety, you have a lot of different strange head sensation. You know, some of them are painful, some of them are not, and whatnot. But that's pretty much it. And I'll try to make other videos about different symptoms next time.